number 10 question in 2024 bar exam. So here we have the question. Ronin Airline Company, RAC, hired Orwell as a flight engineer in January 2024. RAC and Orwell entered into a 3-month overseas training agreement, which reads, the employer agrees to invest on the travel expenses and allowances of the employee abroad, provided that he will remain in the company for 2 years after the training. Otherwise, the employee must reimburse the employer travel expenses and pay liquidated damages of 30,000 pesos. Orwell completed the training abroad and returned to the Philippines. In August 2024, Orwell tendered his irrevocable resignation. Aggrieved, RAC filed against Orwell a complaint for sum of money before the trial court. Orwell sought to dismiss the action for lack of jurisdiction and argued that it is the labor arbiters that has the authority to decide money claims arising from employment relationship, which between the trial court and labor arbiter has jurisdiction over the complaint. Explain. Answer. Labor arbiter has the jurisdiction. The following cases are within the original and exclusive jurisdiction of the labor arbiters. A. Unfair labor practice cases. B. Termination disputes. C. If accompanied with a claim for reinstatement, those cases that workers may file involving wages, rates of pay, hours of work, and other terms and conditions of employment. D. Claims for actual, moral, exemplary, and other forms of damages arising from employer-employed relations. E. Cases arising from any violation of Article 279 264 of the Labor Code as amended, including questions involving the legality of strikes and lockouts. F. Except claims for employees' compensation not included in the next succeeding paragraph, Social Security, Medicare, and maternity benefits, all other arising from employer-employee relationships, including those of persons in domestic or household service involving the amount exceeding 5,000 pesos, whether as or that accompanied with a claim for reinstatement. Article 224, Rule 5, Section 1, 2011, NLRC Rules of Procedure as amended. G. Wage distortion disputes in unorganized establishments, not voluntary settlement by the parties pursuant to RA 6727. Article 124, Paragraph 5, Rule 5, Section 1, 2011 NLRC Rules of Procedure as amended. Exception clause under Article 128B. Enforcement of compromise agreements when there is non-compliance by any of the parties pursuant to Article 233 of the Labor Code as amended. Article 233, Rule 5, Section 1, 2011 NLRC Rules of Procedure as amended. J. Money claims arising out of employer-employee relationship or by virtue of any law and contract involving Filipino workers for overseas deployment, including claims for actual, moral, exemplary, and other forms of damages as provided by Section 10 of RA 8042 as amended by RA 122 and K. Other cases as may be provided by law. Further, the constitutionality issue cannot be resolved through the application solely of the Labor Code, other statutes, CBA, or labor contract. On the contrary, it is resolvable by reference also to the 1987 Constitution and interpretative cases, case authority. In this case, it's lacking, thus RTC has no jurisdiction. Furthermore, in Trifon v. Tomaudos versus San Miguel Yakamura Packaging Corporation, it states, in ruling that the determination of the case is beyond the competence of the labor tribunals, the CA found that although employment relations existed between respondent and petitioner in the subject of the claims before the LA or labor arbiter was petitioner's money claims against respondent. Such money claims did not involve and did not arise of such employment relationship. Here, in this case, the complaint for sum of money arise from contract as employment relationship. The CA or Court of Appeals can't hold the jurisdiction over petitioner's claims belong to RTC and labor tribunals. So that's it. That's my answer for the number 10 question. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. God bless and good day.